Hi, this is Steve from yourcreativelife.com talking today about your crazy writer brain. This happens to me all the time. It was just happening a little while ago, and it seemed like it is a good thing to make a video about, and that is the craziness of being a writer, being a creative person. We live, and you know this, we live in an era where everywhere you look, people are doing things. There's advertising about Broadway shows and movies and the new TV shows and video games and magazines and headlines about this particular genius and that particular like superhuman actor director person. There are social media outlets like Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and all sorts of spaces that are proclaiming not only the famous folks who are doing amazing things, but also some of our friends, your friends, my friends, who are also doing amazing things, who are out there at film festivals, who are winning Oscars, who are opening shows on Broadway, who are, creating brand new projects, who are opening theaters, who are directing things, who are acting, who are singing, who are writing, who are filmmaking. All sorts of stuff is happening all over the world. And the crazy writer brain that happens for me is this space that I should be doing all those things too. It just comes out of the blue. It swoops in saying, wait a minute, where's your musical? Where's your film? Where's your script? Where's your play? Where's your new pilot? Where's your TV series? Are you show running yet? Are you running a studio yet? All sorts of things come in and out of my crazy writer brain. And I'm here to say in this video that that stuff is crazy. It's so important for me to take a breath, to push back, to detach from the craziness that suggests that I should do everything. And here's the truth. I can't do everything. I can't be somebody else. I can't have somebody else's career. I can't have somebody else's triumphs. I can't have their Oscar or their Emmy or their Grammy or their Tony. I've got to be where I am in the moment. So here are my thoughts about what to do when the crazy writer brain happens. One is unplug. Step away from the social media, step away from the advertisements, step away from all of those articles and shows and things that proclaim that so-and-so is a genius. Not because I want to downplay their accomplishments, but that some of the time my crazy writer brain wants to take the idea that that person is a genius to suggest that it means that I'm not. And I think those are things we can disconnect and detach from. I think those things are things that we can keep in perspective because, as I've said many times, nobody is always on. Nobody is always lauded and always celebrated. And for every famous, talented, amazing person who I know, a Jordan Peele or a Steven Spielberg or a Meryl Streep, there are days where they are being lionized in the press, and there are other days. There are days when they take a nap, when I don't see about them or hear about them. There are days when people are out at the Emmys or out at the Oscars, and the next day they're taking a nap. So every one of us, whether we have a team or a following or an agent or a career, or whether we are just starting out, we all are in a cycle of sometimes being productive and other times being exhausted. Sometimes putting ourselves out there in advertising, other times taking a nap and being on vacation. And the more that I can remind myself that there are cycles, there are ebbs and flows, that I can only do what I can do as a writer one day, one word, one sentence, one idea at a time, the more I can create the level, grounded playing field that suggests that all I really have to do in the world is be me in the place where I am, working on the things that I can work on and bringing my heart over and over again to those little moments of putting words on the page, those little moments of bravery sending material out. That the goal is to not only create, but to create and love myself, that's when the writer brain gets turned off or turned down or detached from, and where I can find the courage to honestly show up for the long haul, one day at a time, one moment at a time, in a grounded, simple, focused, perhaps spiritual energy as I create things in the world to make a contribution. Everything counts, everything, every moment, every effort, every thought, every idea, jotting down. And in the same way that I would suggest that you in this moment are listening to me and hopefully perhaps getting something out of it, there are people out there who are listening to you, who are getting and reading your work, who understand your creative mind, who receive your creative energy or your collaborative kindness. There are people out there right now who are getting something from the simplest creative and artistic things you do. And to focus on that, that's the goal. Thanks for watching. Give this a thumbs up if you appreciated it. Remember to subscribe to this channel because I do this every single week. And also find out all there is to find out about how I can help you as a writer by going to yourcreativelife.com. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.